Hello YouTube, it's your boy the Crazy Trader again, and I'm here today with some great news that I think is going on in the United States that you guys should, keep an eye out for. Just a little bit of water. Okay, so what is going to happen next week? That is what I am personally predicting what is going to happen next week. What is going to happen is the stock market is going to rip, okay? It's going to rip. You see all those dips that happened in the past 2 weeks. See what is going to happen in the next 2 weeks. So for the people who had stocks and sold at a loss, you sold at a loss. Sorry for that, but next time hold your stocks, especially when you believe in the company. When you don't believe in the company, no, sell it. But if you believe in the company, just hold and keep buying and averaging down. I've been buying, I love IVR and MFA. I've been buying IVR and averaging down. I've bought some good ones that I thought were some stocks that I thought like CCIV, and I bought IPOE. That stocks that I really think that are going to do really well, and they were at a discount. I bought all of them. Okay, I bought them. I didn't buy much, but I still bought them. I still got them. Okay, so next week I'll show you a few news that you're supposed to look out for next week. And when you're looking out for next week and you see the stock market rising, then you should know that some of these news are playing a good role in it. Okay, so let's see where schools are reopening in the United States. If you see schools opening for kids, that means you know that the jobs are also opening. Okay, so when kids go back to school fully, then you know that most of the workers, because most of the adults will also go, and I believe adults will go back before even the kids. So when you see all kids in school, in the brick and mortar buildings, then adults are already at work. Okay, that's why I always use the benchmark for schools to see how the reopening is going. So if you see most of these gray states, if you look on the screens, most of these gray states haven't taken a decision yet, but California has taken a decision, and I think there's just a partial closure, and in April the schools are really going to open in full force. Texas, Iowa, Arizona, and Florida, they are ordered to open. So Texas is ordered to open, schools are ordered to open, Iowa schools are ordered to open, Arizona schools are ordered to open, and Florida schools are ordered to open. Okay, so if you see all the orange, so it's all the orange boxes, those are partial closure in effect. So there's a partial closure. Some of them are going to school 2 days and doing online 2 days at home, so on. So there's a partial closure with them, and with the gray ones there's no other effect. So there's no other effect in places in the gray area. So most of them are still closed now, but I'm thinking that maybe from middle of this month to early next month, most of them should be open. Okay, and if you see the yellowish one, is some grades are ordered to open. So some grades are ordered to open. I believe maybe the lower grades are ordered to open. I don't know which grades are ordered to open, but some grades are ordered to open. So this is what is happening right now. The country is gradually opening. So this is a good news for businesses. This is good news for businesses and jobs, and for people who have lost their jobs. A lot of you will be going back to work. I mean, you'll be getting jobs pretty soon, because the last job unemployment rate that came out was really impressive. It beat the expert by about 70,000, if I'm not mistaken. I should have put that in the information that I provided, but that's without the case. Just look for the unemployment information that came back for February. They beat the experts the experts metric. So that was a really good thing to look at. Okay, so we are also looking at the COVID vaccination map. I'll show you the COVID-19 vaccination tracker across the United States, so you can look for it. And people who have been fully vaccinated, 28,700,000 people. Okay, so let's say 29 million people of the United States have been fully vaccinated, and the people who have taken their first vaccination, okay, the first vaccination is 55 million people. 55.5 million people have taken their first vaccination. Okay, and in total 85 million doses have been given out. 85 million doses have been given out. So this is really just a picture of how the vaccination is going. And if you hit the maps, you see California's 7.6 7% of the population have been fully vaccinated. That's 2.9 million, about 3 million. So that's 7% of the population. If you hit the maps, you can see all the people who have been vaccinated. If you come down here, you can see all the people who have been fully vaccinated, okay? 7.6 million for California, Texas, 8% for California, for Texas, Florida, 9% for Florida. All these people have been fully vaccinated. So if you're looking at info, these are some of the information you should look at, especially when you want to see a price action in the stock market. This is the last information that I'll give you before I get out of here, because this is going to be a quick one. This is the big one. This is the big news that you are supposed to look out for, and this is the big news that would shift the stock market into a bull's direction. Okay, we are now very bullish in the stock market right now. Another stimulus package is on its way. It's here. Actually, it's not on its way. It is here. 1,400 was approved by the Senate. So the Senate has approved the stimulus check. That is $1,400. Will go to individuals with an adjusted gross income of up to 75,000. For heads of households with up to 112,000, and married couples who file jointly with up to 150,000. So the stimulus check is here. Okay, it is here. 1,400 for you. So somewhere in a week or two, you should be seeing some of this money reflect in your account. And for people who were fortunate, like myself, who were working throughout the pandemic, because we are first responded, and we are still going to make the 1,400 because we didn't meet the 75,000 threshold. I think we are more fortunate, okay, because I would say I'm not in a dire need of this 1,400, because I was still, doing my job, and I was still paying my rent and my bills. I was still getting everything paid. Okay, I fortunately for me, I didn't meet the 75,000 threshold because I took off work for some time because I got sick. So I didn't meet it. I was close, but I didn't meet the threshold. So I haven't filed my taxes yet. So they're going to use the last year's taxes to grade me. Okay, so this is going to play in my favor, because I'm going to get the 1,400 check, which I'm going to put all in the stock market, because I'm not in the dining of it. But there are a lot of people out there who really need it, and it will go a long way into supplementing their income. Some people need it for rent, some people need it for grocery and all that, so it will go a long way in helping them. Okay, and there are people who are talking about inflation and all that. Hey, they are going to put the money in the system. They're going to take the money in out of the system anyway. So the inflation, yeah, there's going to be a very short amount of inflation, because there's more money in the system, more money chasing after less goods. I mean, a lot of things are going to get inflated. I mean, just a little bit. But the moment this COVID-19, the moment it stabilizes and everybody goes back to work, trust me, they're going to find ways and means to take money out of the system anyway. So it's either you're going to raise your taxes a little bit just to take all this money out, all this money that they put in the system, they're going to take it all back. So remember, but for now, people need the stimulus check, because people are dying out there. So people do need this check to help them. And after it helps them and everybody gets to go back to work and everybody goes to a normal routine, they're going to take all this money, all the surplus money that is in the system, they're going to take it all back. All they have to do is tweak your tax by just 1%, and in 3-4 years they would have siphoned all this money back into their vaults again. So I mean, stop worrying about inflation right now. Let the Feds deal with it. Let them deal with whatever they have to deal with. It's not going to impact the economy as negative as everybody is saying right now. Most of the talk is more political talk than what we think. So if we leave the political talk to the political people, we are stock market investors. Let's do the investment and leave the politics for the people. Okay, so this is a great news. Stimulus checks are on their way. The country is reopening. The people are going back to school. Okay, vaccination is ongoing, and there's been a massive amounts of people have been vaccinated. So these are some of the positive news that you have to look at. And we beat the job market last month. Okay, we beat the job market last month. So this is great news. You are supposed to be looking at all this, little bits of news, because these are the things that make the stock market rip, and these are the things that reflect in the stock market. So if you're looking at something, if you have a stock that you are looking to buy, I mean, if Monday doesn't rip out of the the pocket, okay, Monday is a good entry zone. If Monday doesn't go to, it doesn't, because it could rip, the pre-market could rip the whole market, okay. The moment you see 10-20% in pre-market, it means that you're going out of the way. We are going to become very bullish, okay. So for all the IVR funds, this IVR is right now at 370 something. I mean, I'm still accumulating, okay. Sorry I didn't open up my Robinhood account, because I mean, I've done it over and over again, but I have about 1800 shares. I mean, 700 more shares to go, and I will meet my target, okay. So if you haven't bought it, okay, get into it. If you already have it, keep holding. Diamond hands, we'll be doing good. They are paying good dividends, okay. So this is a time to also invest in the stock market if you are not in it, okay. Anyways, not to talk much, I've already done that. Like I always say, scared money don't make no money, and you always got to risk it to get the biscuit. So stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out of your head. Peace.